As soon as I saw the headlines with the pictures of this cute little fish and his adorable smile, I just had to draw it. This little guy was discovered at a depth of over 10,000 feet. I never expected a creature from the abyss to be so cute. I love how he looks like he's just smiling at you. It's exciting to me that the sea is full of so many unique creatures like this bumpy snailfish. He's called the bumpy snailfish, and he has a very bumpy texture to his skin. And I think that's honestly the cutest name for this pink little guy. I just had to try my hand at making a cute, somewhat cartoony version of him. And I, for some reason, think of it as a him. It could be a her for all I know, but I'm going to refer to this fish as him to personify him more, I guess. In order to photograph this guy, they had to use advanced submersible cameras, as he was at a depth so deep that no human could withstand the pressure. He was discovered off the coast of California, and he was photographed with a robotic submersible created by MBARI, and that's the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I really recommend you check out their website and read about it. It's really fascinating. I'll include the link in the description. And now for what you've all been waiting for. Let's draw. I usually like to start out with a pencil and paper, as sketching my ideas feels like the best way to put them out into the real world. I do enjoy creating with my iPad, but it just doesn't feel the same. I learned to draw on pencil and paper, and so that seems to be the most natural way for me to take my ideas from my head and put them out into the real world most efficiently. And oftentimes I end up liking my sketch the best, even after putting it into Procreate, doing the line work, and getting all the color. It just has a different feel, and sometimes I like the rawness of my sketches the best. Not to say that I don't like my finished products, because I absolutely do, and I love the digital color that I get in Procreate. I started out with his cute smile because honestly I think that's his real defining feature, as well as being pink and bumpy. I love his little expression too, so of course that's what I started with, the smile and the eyes, what really make the face. And then from there I refined his shape more, got into his fins, and all in all, it felt really good to sketch him. He was a great subject, and I'm gonna start doing more creatures, maybe more sea creatures. I always like to draw inspired by nature and then give it a little bit more of a cartoon feel. So you'll be seeing more of that as I continue to post. So once I had the basic idea of him down, I took a picture and loaded it into Procreate, where I went over the basic line work and did all the color, as well as worked on his tail. And I went back and forth on how exactly to draw his tail, because the reference I was using didn't really show the entire shape of him. Though I did like how the subject of the photo I was using really showed off his cute face and smile, which is what I really wanted to capture. So I was a little back and forth with it, thinking maybe I should try to show the shape of his tail. As you'll see, I did a few revisions here, but ultimately I ended up going with what was closer to the reference I had chosen in the first place. I love this happy little fish. And yes, I call him a happy little fish, like Bob Ross calls his trees happy little trees. I thought that would be a cute reference because this fish does look happy. With all the negativity that's been out there lately in the media, and I mean, I understand negativity sells, so everybody's trying to market it. It was really refreshing to see something somewhat happy for a change, seeing that there's new species being discovered and that this planet is much more mysterious and beautiful than a lot of people really know, and I think that's something people tend to take for granted, and this was a nice reminder. When I was reading about this fish, One of the things that really stood out to me and inspired me was the fact that it thrives in a dark, cold, harsh environment, a place where many creatures could never survive, and it made me think about how life has a way of adapting, and I use that as an analogy in my own life. When things seem hard, when adversity hits, I remind myself that life has a way of working out, that we adapt, and even to conditions that we might consider could be harsh, we still find a way. So I find inspiration in that. With all the craziness happening in the world today, seeing that fish's smile was comforting to me. It reminded me there's so much to be happy about, and we live in this beautiful, mysterious world. There's so much that we haven't discovered and so much that we don't know. And when life just seems stressful, that's something you can kind of take comfort in, is just knowing that life is mysterious, life is beautiful. It got me thinking about how many creatures exist down there in the depths that we've never seen and may never be seen by human eyes. There's a whole world down there untouched by human influence, and to me that's quite remarkable. All in all, he was really fun to draw, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm considering offering prints of it, and I haven't decided on what I'm going to print it on. I'm maybe considering a coffee mug. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think. Should I put it on a coffee mug? Should I put it on something else? Maybe a t-shirt? And speaking of prints, if you want to see more of my art, head on over to lavileedesigns.com. Both my husband and I are illustrators, and we're selling our prints on various items such as t-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, and more. We're just starting to offer plush blankets as well, and we have one of those available in our shop. So head on over and check out our art. I would really appreciate it. It would help support the channel. I'm going to start posting a lot more of my art, as well as video essays and some gaming content as well. I'm also learning to animate, and I have some projects in the pipeline right now, so come back and check in to see what I've been up to. I appreciate you watching, and if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Hit the bell if you want to be notified about my future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.